Good evening, and welcome to Meet the Mayor. We are doing something a little different today because I wanted to sort of take the second of this series of shows out of the studio and out into Oklahoma City so that you may see a number of things that are going on in our town. We have two items today for you. First of all, Bricktown, where we are now, and then a little later in the program, we'll be visiting the Rex Kennedy Rosser Center out at the zoo, which is a new attraction there, and I wanted you to see that. But right now we're in Bricktown, and Bricktown is the old warehouse area here in Oklahoma City, east of the tracks, and we're on Sheridan Avenue, and I think it's going to be a particularly exciting place. Those of you who have been to San Francisco and seen G.R. Della Square and the Cannery and other places around the country where they have taken old buildings and turned them into exciting places to be, well, that's going on here in your town. And I think here in Oklahoma City, Bricktown is going to become a very important part of our town. It's a wonderful complement to our efforts to do something with the other part of downtown over at the Galleria and the convention facilities that are downtown. Bricktown is going to be some icing on our cake. It's going to give people that come to Oklahoma City a place to come to see something different and see something exciting, and I knew you wanted to see it. Where we are, of course, is here on Sheridan, and traditionally in Oklahoma City, the railroad tracks have been the dividing area between east and west. Now, with the coming of the Central Expressway, it will come down towards town and then swing a little bit east of us. So there's going to be a triangle cut off in here in the old warehouse area, and that's going to be the home of Bricktown. And I've asked the designer and the developer of Bricktown, Mr. Neal Horton, to join me. Neal, if you'd come up and join me in beginning to tell people here in Oklahoma City about Bricktown. Hello, Neal Horton.
Welcome to Bricktown, Mayor Coach.
Thank you so much. Neal, how was it you came up with the idea for Bricktown? Where did it come from?
When we put some partnerships together, Andy, back in '79, we kicked a lot of people out of the Colcord building and the oil and gas building. Bricktown was formed to find a place for the small office user to go.
I think that's a very helpful and very, very needful thing we have here in the city. Well, tell us about the concept. What are you doing here in Bricktown, and what are your plans for it generally? We'll walk through and see some of it later and talk about it further, but give us a general overview of what's going on in Bricktown.
Right now, we own 12 warehouses in this area. It's a 6-square block area. We plan to have approximately 40% of the space in offices, 30% of the space in bed and breakfast inns, and the balance in restaurants and retail space. Small retail space for the boutiques.
I see, sort of interesting and novelty shops and that sort of thing for people to wander through. And
that's correct, something for the conventioner, the tourist, and all of Oklahoma City to come see and buy.
Well, good. One of the things I wanted to comment on was the advent of the Bricktown trolley. That was another one of Neal's ideas that worked together with in the city. And what the trolley does now is takes people around in various parts of downtown. It has a scheduled sort of run all through downtown, and you can take that to go from one place in downtown to another. What it will do very shortly is to bring people, not only take the loop through downtown, but also will bring people from downtown into Bricktown and back and forth, so that there is access from our downtown hotels to Bricktown and vice versa. And as it becomes a trade center, a shopping center, I think it's very important that there is transportation, and the Bricktown trolley, which are really, really neat trolleys, and something that everyone should come down and ride the trolley just to enjoy an idea that was here in Oklahoma City a long time ago and has been gone and is now back with us.
That's correct.
It's a wonderful experience. Well, Neal, tell us about these buildings right here that we have.
The two buildings that we have done presently, Andy, are the confectionery building and the glass company building. Both buildings were built around 1915, 1916. We've converted the inside of the old warehouses into office space, and I think when we get inside, you'll see it's better than the average office.
Well, good. Let's take a little walk inside and see what you all have done. Well, we're inside now, this wonderful building, and the skylight that's there certainly opens it up to the outdoors. And Neal, tell us a little bit about this building and what you had to do to bring it into the beautiful shape it's in.
Andy, one of the original occupants of the building was Pittsburgh Plate Glass Company. Consequently, you see all the glass, the skylight. The skylight actually opens up the interior of the building so that the interior offices will have outdoor light. The old pillars that you see here are the original 1916 columns. The flanges are original. The beams running in front of us here have been encased in oak, and we've used oak on all of the hardwood in the building itself. The building right now is used strictly for offices. The buildings on either side of us will eventually be restaurants. We also have the Hunziker building behind us, which is going to be a bed and breakfast inn and restaurant and retail.
All right, I want us to look at the model in a moment, but the building now is called the Glass Building, I guess.
Correct.
And
Correct.
It really is marvelous, and you've done a wonderful job. Who helped you in the design and construction of the building?
Howard and Porch were the architects on the building, as they are the project architects, and our contractor was Novak and Lackey.
Well, they certainly did a great job. Why don't we step around and look at the model?